Inverter drive distance. Many users pay close attention to the power rating and brand of the inverter, but often overlook a critical auxiliary component, the reactor. Sheng, what exactly does Reactor do? I need a mandatory for every inverter installation. Today, we'll give a brief overview. There are generally two types of external reactors that may be required for an inverter: the DC reactor and the AC reactor. The DC reactor is used internally within the inverter, to improve the waveform quality inside the drive. The AC reactor, on the other hand, is divided into two types: the input reactor and the output reactor. Essentially, a reactor is an electrical component that leverages inductive properties in an inverter system, depending on its mounting location. It is mainly categorized as either an input reaction or an output reactor. The input reactor is installed on the power supply side line side of the inverter, where the active reactor is placed between the inverter and the motor. Firstly, the input reactor can help mitigate the impact of the inverter on the power grid. Because the front end of the inverter amplifies a rectifier circuit shouldn't hang on a currents or generated during operation, the reactor can reduce the rate of current change, attenuate harmonic effects, and improve the overall power quality of the system. Secondly, the reactor can enhance the inverter's adaptability to power grid fluctuations. In some industrial sites, such as those with insufficient grid capacity or frequent spelling errors, high-power equipment, voltage fluctuations may occur. The reactor can limit instantaneous current ridges by protecting the internal rectifier module and DC bus capacity as the inverter. In addition to the input reactor, the output reactor is also an important configuration in certain applications. The output reactor is also an important configuration in certain applications when the inverter is connected to a high-power motor, or when the model is located a long distance from the inverter. The output side may generate a high ratio voltage change, high dV, dt. The output reactor can improve the output waveform, reduce the stress on motor insulation, and simultaneously minimize motor noise and heating. Soon, does every invited me to you be equipped with a reaction? The answer is not necessarily. For low power, general purpose applications with a stable on-chip power grade, additional configuration is usually unnecessary. However, for high-power inverters, multiple environments operating in a centralized layout, poor grid conditions, or long-distance model connections, reactors can significantly improve system reliability. A reliable inverter system depends not only on the inverter itself, but also on the proper electrical design. Proper selection of reactors can help improve system stability, protect equipment, and extend service life. If you have any requirements for inverter sizing or industrial control systems, please feel free to contact us.